So
Action.
Our producer's out today with herpes.
Found
How he got a flare up.
Well, there's the intro to the episode.
When you can't think, what do you do? All your dead end attempts lead.
We are Acoustic Devil. This is Hearts in Darkness. Blood-soaked revelation, showing where seeds of destruction lie. Suicidal desperation, feeding off the fires in the sky. The horrors of the unknown, times good meant to become bad. The darkness inside swallows all the good, the ugly, and the bad. This inferno burns a hole inside where your truest self can no longer hide. The quest for utopia brings darkness to the fore. Appeasing the tyrant unleashes waves of gore. The all-seeing divine eye turns out to be blind. The heaven that you're looking for is the hell you will find. The power of the myth, full of hatred and disdain, is ruled by hearts as black as coal. May they forever reign. There is a madness in truth. Sanity is just a veil. A ship alone in open seas, adrift without a sail. This inferno burns a hole inside where your truest self can no longer hide. Hey! A quest for utopia brings darkness to the fore. Appeasing the tyrant unleashes waves of gore. The all-seeing divine eye turns out to be blind. The heaven that you're looking for is the hell you will find.
Hey everybody, it's Roger Productor back at the Dead Dog Barn. Another episode of Behind the Red Car. No, it looks a little different today because we're on stage. Well, we're doing things different. That's what we do, so fuck you. Anyway, today I'm here with Acoustic Devil. Introduce yourselves from one end to the other, I don't care.
I'm Brandon.
I'm John. It's Craig. Joe.
Alright, man. Alright, so guys, we just had a fun set from these guys. Y'all might have heard some of it. You're going to hear it later. Acoustic Devil. Man, tell the people where y'all came up with Acoustic Devil. Where'd this name come from?
We stole it.
You stole it.
Yep. It goes back to the 14th century. And, no, I'm just kidding. So, me, John, and Craig here are all part of Silver Tongue Devil, which we were here previously on Behind the Red Car. And then Joe is part of Limited Configuration. And the Acoustic Devil sprung out of necessity because back in 2016, I think. Does that sound accurate?
Something like that.
Something like that. We were playing, we had a bunch of Silver Tongue Devil shows lined up, and the guy that we had drumming for us at the time bailed. Kind of like no warning or anything like that, just kind of disappeared into the night. And we hate canceling shows, and we were scrambling trying to figure out how could we keep going? Like, what are we going to do? Because we weren't able, we called some people, but we weren't able to just plug in a drummer on such short notice. And we kind of kicked around the idea of like maybe playing with a drum machine, but that didn't seem really kind of like with the vibe of the band. And then our other guitar player, Alex, came up with the idea. He's like, well, what if we played an acoustic set? And to which I was like, that sounds awesome. I was like, but I don't want to change anything. Like, I want to play it the exact same way that we do in Silver Tongue Devil as we do it acoustic. And so we played our set. Our first show was at the Rail Club out in Fort Worth. And it went well, but we had a lot of fun. And so we finished out the run of shows that we had lined up, and then it just kept going from there. And then for a while we were just doing it with guitars and vocals. And then when we brought Brandon into the band, he came in with bass. And then Joe had helped us out with some shows with Silver Tongue Devil, but he couldn't be a permanent member while we were transitioning. But he liked jamming with us, and we liked jamming with him. So he kind of came up with the idea of coming in on percussion for Acoustic Devil. So that's how we got the lineup that we are now.
Well, man, that is fucking crazy, but I like it.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming by going by all that, you write the Silver Tongue Devil first, and then you adapt it to make Acoustic Devil.
Sometimes. So we do have some original Acoustic Devil songs.
Okay.
Like Not Enough Living to Bury the Dead, and Hearts in Darkness is another one that we wrote originally. And we have another new one coming out that's original. But it was more so we wrote the STD song, Silver Tongue Devil songs, and then transitioned to acoustic. But yeah, we do plan on releasing some pure Acoustic Devil. It'll have some of the same vein as Silver Tongue Devil, but it'll have its own original flair as well. So,
being that basically you guys are two bands, do you get a different response, or people? I mean, what's like response from your fans, or
like it has a completely different vibe to it. Like, it's just as intense and ominous, but it's got that, like, it's more chill while it rips your face off, instead of just like in your face from the get-go.
Some people prefer it. Some people like when they hear the acoustic, like they really like it, which is great. And then some people prefer Silver Tongue. And then we've got a few that like both. So it's kind of like, as long as somebody likes something, that's cool. But there are people that prefer the acoustic or whatever. It was real important to us to keep it real hard because, a lot of times when people play acoustic is they tone it down. It's like stripped down and they're strumming and they're not singing it with the same attack that they do with their normal band. it's kind of like the elevator version, and I actually hate that shit. And so one of the things that we wanted to make sure was that we brought the intensity, but just with the acoustic angle to it.
So, do you have, like, I know you have the Silver Tongue medias, your social medias. Do you have acoustic still?
Yeah.
medias?
So we've got
Okay.
Facebook, Instagram, and we release videos under the same channel on YouTube as we do STD. So
We just released NIB.
yeah, like a couple of months ago, we released a new video for our Black Sabbath cover NIB, and
Oh, you got made a video for that.
yeah, we made,
Oh, wow.
made a music video.
Where can we find this? Make it easy on us.
On YouTube.
Yeah,
No.
just YouTube, just Acoustic Devil NIB. Just look it up; it'll pop up.
Pornhub.
Yeah, Pornhub, your favorite channel.
I'm looking for this too.
So yeah, I mean, as far as I know, we're the only band out there called Acoustic Devil. So if you just Google search Acoustic Devil, it'll pop up on Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, whatever you listen to, or YouTube as well. Same thing with social media. Just look up Acoustic Devil, and you'll find it.
Well, have you guys like done a CD or anything as Acoustic Devil?
We did a split EP with Silver Tongue Devil and Acoustic Devil.
Oh wow, man!
And we
That's-
released a song like every week or every month, excuse me. There'd be like an STD song would come out, and then, we do an Acoustic Devil song and then an STD song. And so we kind of spread it out, but it culminated in the CD release, which was the split album between both projects.
Fuck yeah, man! That sounds pretty fun.
It was
So, y'all do your own booking, or do you have someone that does your booking?
I mean, we have people that help,
Yeah.
but essentially it's all us.
You gotta talk to Craig.
I mean, there's definitely like bookers and promoters that we've worked with before that are cool, and we know a lot of bands through Silver Tongue Devil and stuff. So sometimes people will reach out and offer a show and stuff, but most of it is reaching out to clubs, reaching out to promoters, messaging other bands and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering, if they hit you up and be like, "Man, do that acoustic thing, like that acoustic."
Sometimes,
Yeah,
sometimes, it's just kind of a mix. It's like, but we don't have like a specific, like some bands have like a booking agency that they might pay or take a certain percentage of their stuff. We just do all that ourselves.
Man, I mean, I could hear this like in a big stadium atmosphere. I mean,
Well, that was Craig with the stadium voice.
I love the whole
The echoes.
the tone of it's awesome.
Right on.
You kind of don't expect that.
Did a great job.
It's pretty awesome.
Well, thank you. Glad you liked it. Glad you like it. Like I said, like we like it. It turned out to be a fun thing that was like unanticipated. It's kind of like a happy accident, and then we just rolled with it, and now we're leaning into it. So it's like it's kind of cool because we'll still play like full on metal shows, and like we might open as an acoustic set, and people are like, "What? What's happening?" But then we'll also play some venues and some shows that we couldn't get into as Silver Tongue Devil, playing an acoustic set, and those are fun because people have no idea because they hear acoustic music and they're like, "I was not expecting to hear Slayer,"
You guys are what Days of the New wish they were.
I'm slightly offended, but I get it.
I'm better than. They suck. You guys are fucking awesome.
Well, we just
Maybe
After
the
the
wrong way to
first
put it, but-
album, their
It's all-
second album is not
it all comes down to this. We finally found a reason.
I know.
We don't need no excuse. Okay.
We got this time in this hands, and you're the one to abuse.
We didn't have a snare drum ready there, but
That's the truth.
Rim shot.
yeah.
But yeah, the funny thing was that when I first came into the project, we have these death metal songs, and then I need to arrange. I usually only have one drum. Sometimes we'll have like a cymbal on a stand, and Craig and I will both use sticks on it or whatever. But a lot of like the stuff that I'm playing over the top of it is like it's like Afro-Cuban type rhythms that I studied for years, and it's just like I'll like be sitting there sometimes. I'll be like, I'm playing a traditional rhythm over a death metal song. Like the irony is not lost on me. It's just funny how it works out like that.
Do you guys do a lot of cover songs? I mean, I saw the NIV, but do you do?
No, we've got two or three sprinkled throughout.
We've got a few Black Sabbath covers.
Just to kind
That's
of
a Pantera cover of the original.
yeah. A cover of Pantera covering Black Sabbath.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We've got a cover of the Metallica instrumental Call of Cthulhu.
Okay.
And then the Black Sabbath one, NIB. So, I mean, you know, we lean on originals, you know, but we do like to, it's fun to sprinkle them in, you know, during a set and stuff like that. And then have people hear our version of songs they might know and stuff like that. So,
I'm trying to get John to play some Necrophagist acoustically.
right. Spawn of
Hear
Possession.
that. Oh, there you go. That's a good one.
Right.
Oh, we thought we was hearing some Zeppelin in the warm up there. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll dick around on all kinds of
If you guys
stuff.
did any Zeppelin there. Okay.
We haven't like covered it, but I mean that's like one of those things where we're practicing and someone goes off on a tangent, and then for like 5 minutes it's like, okay, I guess we're playing this now.
Next thing you know,
Low rider.
Right?
That's the one that happens in practice. My metronome is a cowbell sound.
Oh no.
So when it's clicking, they'll be like down, 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 down. I'm like,
it's
guys,
funny. Like you usually play the bass part.
Right.
Play the guitar part.
Yeah, we cover like Danzig though, or
No.
stuff like that. You know, we really
Van
enjoyed
Halen that one time.
Some Van Halen.
Oh yeah, Van Halen. Yeah.
That was just we were just sticking around.
Yeah.
What Van Halen song?
Was it You Talk About Love or something
Yeah.
like that?
Oh,
We're
man,
in that one.
That's a good song. But it's not easy to play on acoustic, I know.
From
Sounds like
I heard the news lady. Sorry, we're
The
gonna
news lady.
Yeah.
So you guys, how far have you gotten the Acoustic Devil out there, like traveling wise? Like,
Well, we just played
Cold Classic.
Cold Classic Horror Convention down in Bastrop, Texas.
okay,
And then we've gone out of town. We've played in Oklahoma. We've played in Houston, Austin, stuff like that. So, you know, kind of like a circle, like around the state and around DFW. We're definitely going to do more, especially like as we record more music and as we release more music. So a lot of this year has been dedicated. We're not playing as many shows as usual. We still play shows, but they're more spread out because all of our collective different projects are all writing and recording music right now. And so we're really trying to focus on that and knocking that out before we go out and play a lot of shows. Because whenever you have shows lined up and you get together to practice, is you get ready for that show. And so it's hard to also work in songwriting or, you know, trying to remember the song that you wrote last month, that kind of thing.
can imagine being multiple projects that.
So you kind of got set time aside, and that's what we're doing right now. So we do have sporadic songs set up through like summer and stuff like that, but mainly the focus is on songwriting and recording and all that stuff.
So is your music on like Spotify?
Everything, like literally everything.
Okay.
Like
We put it on
Deezer, LimeWire, Napster, like
in your right pocket.
yeah.
Is this your music?
like fucking anything. You can look up
That's your music.
Acoustic Devil or Silvertongue Devil or Lament Configuration. So
Well, man, I've had a lot of fun today, and I
We
know
have
you
not.
guys probably got stuff to do. So
yeah, we got to get out of here.
all right.
your
Well,
Nice.
hey,
This place is a dump.
I appreciate it. Thank you so much, guys. It was a lot of fun.
Thanks, man.
Next time, I can't wait to have y'all back out. I mean, really, not saying like an acoustic night,
back
but I
with
think
you.
we can do it sometime. And till next time,
We'd be happy to return, and thank you all so much for having us out. We appreciate it, guys.
Orgy in the graveyard. so they could come in peace. The dirt and crime of daily life is in a swing and spit. Bodies great up front to right, the dead don't give a shit. Graveyard! The church condemned it to public to revive the lies of fear and terror on the side. Millions are dying, the end is coming fast. So grab the person next to you and get a piece of ass! Fucking all around, getting down and dirty, 6 feet underground, a necromantic wonder of perversity, letting loose a primal scream to keep our sanity. We are Acoustic Devil, and this is the grayest of skies. Under the grass of skies, the morning star is fading. A warning it implies, lacking in the ruins. A prize lost broken end from the depths of longing. The tragedy begins. Under the grass of skies, I am darkness bound, seeker of truth and lies. In me hell is found. Beyond the seas of stone, in this winter of disease, death has come with stunning ease. For the throne I promise stay, you're born forever with today. The transformation of this fall isn't so bad after all. are for the doomed. Lucifer, in the heart of man. I sleep a prison monster meat. A good and done, a love is free. Under the grass and skies, I am darkness bound. Seeker of truth and lies, in me all is found. Angels are for the doomed. Lucifer, in the heart of man.
Nothing to say, nothing to show, nothing to sing about anymore. Does anyone know? Does anyone care? Does anyone know you